What's up, guys? Welcome to This Week in the NFL Week 4. It is our Week 4 preview. We're going to be giving you our picks, our games of the week, our college game of the week, and then our betting picks as well. So we're just going to get right into it. This week, our picks are actually the most different they've been so far. We picked 5 games differently, with them being he has the Browns, I have the Ravens, I have the Jags, he has the Broncos, I have the Texans, he has the Panthers, I have the Packers, he has the Eagles, and I have the Giants, and he has the Redskins. So the most games we got different. How you feeling, Taylor, about your games?
Dude, now that the season's actually kind of started, I wish I could change some of my picks, but obviously we can't do that. I think I'll have another good week. I don't know about you. You kind of struggled last week.
Yeah, not my best week. Hoping you don't go 5-0 this week in the games we got different. That would suck. I didn't mention this at the top, but before we get into our games of the week, we're not in our studio again.
Nope.
Yeah, so it still isn't up and ready. There's something wrong with the cameras, so we'll be back there hopefully next week. I said that on Tuesday, though, so we'll see. But with that, let's just get into our games of the week.
Yep.
What was your first game of the week?
My first game of the week was the Patriots and the Bills. I think this is actually going to be a really close game, honestly.
No, yeah.
I think the energy's going to be there in Buffalo. I think this team's actually pretty good. Josh Allen has actually surprised me because I didn't think he was going to be that good, and he's proven himself a little bit. So I'll be curious to see how that game goes.
No, yeah, this is probably the most excited Buffalo's been for a game that's at home in a while.
Oh yeah.
Because when they made the playoffs a couple of years, it was down in Jacksonville. So this is essentially a playoff game to them.
Oh yeah.
3-0, Tom Brady.
This will definitely be the toughest defense that Allen's played all year, though.
Oh yeah.
Patriots defense is for real.
They are for real. So yeah, we will see how he does. I'm thinking the Bills can keep it close, but I'm still taking the Patriots.
I would not be surprised at all if the Patriots blew him out either.
Yeah. I wouldn't be too surprised. My next game of the week my first game of the week is going to be Vikings at Bears. Both teams are 2-1, but they're sitting in last place in their division. So definitely not what you would expect, but when everyone in your division's good, the division matchups are so much bigger.
Every game counts.
Yeah, big game for both of these teams. Interestingly enough, both of their losses are to the Packers.
Oh, really?
So they each have one loss, and they're both to the Packers. So the Bears looked a little worse against the Packers, but they're at home. Mitch Trubisky looked good last week. Obviously, the Vikings defense is way better than the Redskins defense.
Yeah.
But at home, I think they can keep it going. I think the Bears got this one.
I think they can pull it out too. I think Kirk Cousins has been prone to not play well in big games, so I'll be pretty curious to see how he does. I know Dalvin Cook's going to do his thing.
Yeah, and that Dalvin Cook versus that Bears run D will be a good matchup to watch.
Mm-hmm. So I'm going to go ahead with my second game of the week. I chose the Browns and the Ravens. I think this is going to be an extremely important game for the Browns because they're 1-2 right now.
Yeah.
So they haven't lived up to the hype so far. I think this game will be really crucial in seeing how the rest of the season plays out for them because they're going up against a really good Ravens team as well. So.
No, yeah, and I'm still kind of like out on like the Ravens. They beat 2 bad teams and then they lost close to a really good team. So I don't know about the Browns either, though. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
I don't know about either of these teams. It's both of their first divisional games. Mm-hmm. We're gonna find out a lot about that.
The Browns' only win was against the third-string Jets quarterback. So they haven't played anybody good.
But that's true. Yeah, big game for both. And then speaking of the AFC North, the other 2 AFC North teams play each other too, and that's my game of the week. Monday night in prime time, 0-3 versus 0-3.
Yep.
Loser goes home.
Pretty much.
Loser. Pretty tough to say that someone's season's over by week 4, but when you're 0-4, it's pretty much over.
Yeah.
The playoffs are already a distant hope. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
yeah. So, obviously, I think the Steelers will get this win. I did not think they'd be 0-3 at this point of the season, though.
Yeah,
so
I didn't either.
Yeah, so loser goes home game, essentially. I'll be there in the stands. If they lose, I will not be happy. So, that's obviously a big game for a lot of reasons. 0-3 versus 0-3.
Yeah, dude.
That's bad.
Oh, yeah, I agree. So, going ahead to our college game of the week, I went ahead and chose Virginia versus Notre Dame. Virginia's actually been a little bit of a surprise to me. I did not think they would be this good.
Yeah, I didn't think that. When I saw them ranked for the first time
Yeah.
a couple weeks ago, I was like, wait, what? Virginia's
So I'll
ranked?
be curious. I haven't even like really watched them at all because I didn't realize they were any good. So I'll be curious to see how they actually play against a good opponent. Notre Dame's obviously coming off that hard loss against Georgia. I think they played them a lot tougher than people thought they were going to.
Oh, yeah.
Ian Book's also playing really well this season too. So we'll see. I'll be curious to see how they jump back from that loss.
Yeah, and that'll definitely be a good one. Similarly, like, because Notre Dame dropped a little bit, very similar in the rankings is number 21 USC versus 17 Washington. And I think that's going to be a really good game, too, because the teams in the Pac-12, they kind of just beat each other up, where by the end of the season, every team has, like, 2 losses.
Yeah.
So, like, it's obviously, both of these teams have 1 loss already, so the team that gets their second loss here is not going to be in super good shape.
No.
I'm thinking Washington is going to get the dub. Their loss is a little better, actually being to not BYU. So there's that.
Do you know if UFC's backup's playing or is it third string playing?
I'm not sure if it'll be the second or third string, honestly.
Okay.
Either way, though, the fact that we have to debate whether it's the second or third string, I think I might take Washington.
They've been playing well, though. The backup's been playing well.
Yeah, he has. For Washington, you got to watch out, obviously, for Jacob Eason, their quarterback. They have 2 good O-linemen in Trey Adams and Nick Harris, and it'll be interesting to see how those guys do. And then for USC, Christian Rector's an edge. I think, he'll obviously be testing Trey Adams. That'll be a good matchup to watch out for. So, yeah, overall pretty excited for the game, but I think Washington gets it done.
Yeah. So going ahead to our locks of the week, I'm going to go ahead with my first one. I chose Seattle, -5.5 against Arizona. I just think Seattle's just a way better team, honestly, overall. I think it's at home, too, if I'm correct.
Yeah.
I just think Russell Wilson gets it done. I think he torches their secondary.
Yeah, and they had a bad week last week, too, so I think a little rebound is what will be coming. But for my first pick, we're going with it again. 0-2, betting against the Lions past 2 weeks. I'm going against it again. Chiefs, 6.5. It's even, so that's actually better odds than I expected to get on this.
Yeah.
But, yeah. If the Lions do this again, I'm gonna be mad, and also the Lions are legit. The reason that the Bears and Vikings are tied for last at 2-1 is because the Lions haven't lost yet.
Yeah.
And when the Packers have also not lost yet either. Obviously, the Lions have that tie, but
yeah.
Lions' first loss of the season's coming, and it's gonna happen by more than 6.5 points.
My second bet, I'm gonna go with the Giants. I'm taking my Giants this week. I think Daniel Jones looked great last week. Sorry, I think he looked really good last week, and he's not going up against really a much better defense.
Yeah.
So I'm expecting the same results, honestly.
What's the spread on that game?
-2.5. Sorry.
Okay. So yeah, they got to essentially win by field goal.
Yeah, and I think they can do that.
Yeah, we'll see if it's another thrower like last week. But,
yeah. I mean,
Janoris
Jenkins doesn't really have anybody except Terry McLaurin to get abused by this week, so
that is better for you.
Yeah. So. If we play defense like we did in the second half, we'll be fine.
Yeah. So, I definitely like that bet, too. I also got the Jaguars +3 versus the Broncos. I usually don't like teams to, cover the spread. I usually like picking for the favorites. But I don't know, I'm feeling good about the Jaguars here. I'm surprised they weren't the favorites. All in on Gardner Minshew. He's going to go off again. The Broncos defense isn't going to know what hit him.
Yeah.
I don't know. The Jaguars look really good on Thursday. If the Jaguars don't have that performance Thursday night, I probably don't take this bet. But that kind of gave me some hope in the Jaguars.
Oh yeah.
Also, once again, we say it every week. Joe Flacco, just a no.
Yeah, I think with or without Jalen Ramsey.
Just Joe Flacco just probably shouldn't be starting at this point. That's just facts. Yeah. Hopefully Jalen Ramsey does play though. But that'll be a big part of that.
I feel
also.
way better about that.
I agree.
All right. Well.
Did you already give your second one?
Yeah.
Dang, I keep doing that. All right, well, since he already gave his second one, guys, looks like it's going to be it. Once again, kind of stinks on the studio, but we'll be back hopefully next Tuesday. And hopefully the Steelers won't be driving back from Pittsburgh at 3 a.m. on Tuesday night mad.
If we're back in the studio, you'll probably be able to see the disappointment in his face. So
so we'll see about that. But once again, be sure to subscribe. Thanks for watching, guys. And we will see you next week.
Yep, see you guys.